It's going round. People talking about the girl who's come to town. Named Debbie. When they ask him.
All right, what's up? This Semipro Football Table Talk. It's Dre Brooks.
Brandon McKeever.
And we ready to talk about some football. We had some good matchups this Saturday. Got some good games coming up. Then playoffs coming up. Man, it's going to be some excitement going on these next couple of weeks.
Man, can't wait.
Man, me either, man. I'm just ready to see what's going to happen at the end row, at the finish line.
Man,
I'm ready to see what's going to happen at the finish line.
it's been a long season, hasn't it?
It's been a long up and down season.
Man.
A lot of things going on. Let's recap some things that went on.
All right.
The shooting.
Man,
Minister Society, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? The gun pull out. You
we're
know.
gonna talk about the brawls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And what's the other one? It's
The domestic violence.
the games being canceled.
Man,
There's a lot of things that's went on this year in the Triumph Football League, man. And
rules made up every week.
yeah, it's just
But here we are.
yeah, here we are, still pumping and going. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shortage in the Triumph Football League, is it? Like gas at chicken wings, is it?
Man, gave us some great
Yep.
stuff every week, be it good or bad.
Good highlights, good stats, people performing good, you know, and things start ironing out, getting better, you know, and so it's been a good season, man. I enjoyed doing Semi-Pro Football News, man, and doing Semi-Pro Football Table Talk and stuff like that, man, and keeping up with the stats and
Seeing the teams improve.
yeah, seeing the teams improve, doing the top 10 poll, talking about football, just
I enjoyed it all, man. I enjoyed it all.
you know. So, but let's get into these games past Saturday. Number 1 Dragons versus number 8 Rams, 44-18.
Man, that's a good game. Dragons, from what I heard, they were missing, I want to say, their top 5 receivers.
Yeah,
Actually had to move some defensive players to offense.
ain't that
but
something?
was still able to
Shut out.
produce a blowout, or their closest game, as you want to call it.
Yeah, somebody got 18.
Yeah, they're close. That's probably the closest game they've had all season.
Yeah, and they probably rested around the probably beginning of the second quarter, probably.
Maybe.
And they D team scored the rest of the points, you
Man.
know. And they just took off the brace. Good sportsmanship. Marcus Tucker had 185 yards rushing. He had 4 TDs.
You know, they might have. He's a good running back.
Yeah, yeah.
We talk so much about their passing game that
Yeah.
we really kind of overlook him.
He almost had 200
But
yards.
he's a real
He's
good
the
running
first to almost get 200 yards.
back. I want to say 4 touchdowns. I haven't heard
Yeah.
anybody at all outside of a quarterback.
Yeah, 185 yards, man.
Man,
4 TDs, almost 200 yards.
good job. Good job.
And that's the way to go. Number 3 Bolts versus number 7 Extra, 22-14.
Man, that's a game that I heard the Bolts was never in danger of losing at all. Even though the Extra scored first, the Bolts kind of controlled the game, majority of that game, and came out on top.
I was at that game, got some highlights. It was a great game, good game, good clean game. Them guys came out and played football on both sides. You know, defense, offense. You know, it was a good game. You know what I'm saying? And I was there for about 2 quarters, and I had to get to the next game. You know, and stuff like that. But it was a good game. You know, in the beginning, and I think that both had just scored right when I was leaving. But Jamal Mosby he was 10-17 for 124 yards, 6 carries, 35 yards, 1 TD. Zoe Dixon had 10 carries, 59 yards, 1 TD, 8 yards receiving. Ryan Scarborough, anytime Scarborough, 3 catches, 68 yards, 1 rush, 14 yards. Cedric Benz had 5 tackles. He had a fumble recovery for a TD. Michael Perry had 1 interception for, I think, 45 yards and a TD.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
No, talking about straight
That Scarborough,
ball.
man. Scarborough is
Football.
a heck of a ball player. I mean, not to take nothing else from the rest of them.
Yeah.
But Scarborough, I want to say he might be new, but he's a heck of a ball player. He's made a huge impact this year for them.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what it is. Number 2 Punishers versus number 6 Gladiators, 13-0. That was a good game. That was a
Man, it was.
That was a good game. Even under the lights. When the lights popped on, boom, took you back to War Memorial Stadium when they had them high school championships.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you know, and 13-0.
I say this.
Hey, by the way, he the one who announced the game.
I did. I was just getting ready to say. I got to announce that game. Had a lot of fun doing it, too. But I
did a good job, man. Rumbling and stumbling. He rumbling and stumbling toward. Hey, you sounded just like somebody on it. You should think about getting a career doing
Man,
that.
I've thought about it. I gotta get some more experience under my belt first.
Yeah. You can do our games next year.
Hey,
you know,
let me know. I look
if that's the
forward
park,
to it.
if they got the thing set away, you can talk out there. I think the first game it was like that.
Let me know. Anybody else need me do them, I do them.
That was good.
All you gotta do is let me know.
Punishers and Gladiators, 13-0.
But that's what I was gonna say. I was
all 4 quarters, first to the end.
You know what they say, the eye in the sky don't lie.
Yeah.
You know, especially seeing in the position that I was, I saw a lot of things. One thing I will say is that the Gladiators gave the Punishers all they can handle.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I can't take nothing from them. They came up there and did what they were supposed to do, and to be honest, it just didn't go their way.
Their defense played
one or two plays, especially the defense. Sammy Benson played lights out.
Yeah.
Sammy Benson played lights out, man. Another thing I will say is that if the Gladiators, I'm just gonna say this. Maybe 1 or 2 possessions or plays in that game, if it goes the other way, we looking at an upset. I can't say that from what I was watching.
That's 13-0.
Yeah. Now on to
that's a close game.
I'm disappointed in the Punishers because for that caliber of team, the talent that they have and all, they should have played a lot better. You know, I don't know what the cause it might have just been if they just trying to coast to your playoffs or what, but they definitely could have done a lot better.
13-0, you know. Irvin Tisdale had 5 carries, 60 yards. He had 1 TD. D. Williamson had 5 carries, 42 yards. Jonathan Parks had 4 catches, 70 yards. Kalen Cooper was, I don't know if that's 217. He 13 for 21 for 217 passing yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Cameron Fleming 8 tackles, 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and Dooley had 13 tackles and 1 sack. Now, how many tackles did Sammy get?
Sammy had about 8 or 9.
And sacks. I know he had some sacks too. He came up the middle. And had a sack.
I like
good play.
There was one play he came through there untouched and
that's what I'm talking about.
back.
Yeah, that way it was a running back then.
He also had an interception in that game too.
Yeah. So whoever the Gladiators, whoever handled the stats, they need to get their stats, sent out or whatever they need to do because you got guys on there that's performing and people need to know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
That's very important. You know what I'm saying? All right, number 14. I'm not number 14. Number 5 Bulldogs versus number 10 Knights, 14-6.
Man, the Knights.
Knights almost got them a win over the Bulldogs.
I wish that it would have probably been a little bit more time left on that clock for them.
They should have won 8 innings.
Man,
if they had win 8 innings, you think the Knights would have pulled it out?
I think so.
Is D-Mac back?
I haven't heard anything. They haven't really said anything.
No, I heard that since when they played the Silverbacks.
Yeah, and they haven't really talked much either.
Yeah, so
but the Bulldogs, man, hey, I'm about to hit the panic button on y'all.
So, but the Knights got 6. They scored 6 points.
Man,
they getting a little better, They getting a little better.
They showing a lot better here at the end.
Yeah.
Which is what it's about, though. It's not where you start, it's how you finish.
You think they're going to get a win before the year out? Before the season out?
I don't see that happening, but,
Who they play? We're getting that. They play. I think they get this. Is that these matchups that's coming up? Is this the last games? I'm trying to think.
I think this week, and I think they have one more week. I could be wrong, though, but I think it's one more week.
Yeah. I can look at that, my thing over there. I want to go get it, but... All right, let's get into the top 10. Number 1, of course, the Dragons. They 7-0.
Man, right where they belong.
7-0.
And they showed why this past weekend once again. while they're the number one team, able to adapt and still handle business. You don't have your top 5 receivers. Coach over there says
Put linebackers at
he says
receiver.
okay. He says okay. Linebackers, safeties, come here.
Come here.
Let's do this.
Run his route.
There you go.
Touchdown.
And you still blow the team out.
Come here. You say you want to play quarterback this week? They telling the line, you want to play quarterback this week?
Mm-hmm.
Come on over here. Go ahead, that quarterback, man. Go ahead, play it. They put their Z team in handling business. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go get the little league team out
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So the Dragons, they handling business, man. You know what I'm saying? Number 2, Punishers. They're 5-0. They could be 7-0 because of the 2 games that was. I don't know if it was forfeits. I don't know. So I just go 5-0, and I seen something that's a 7-0. But I don't know if them 2 games before. If they 7-0, they 7-0.
Well, I can say this. I give them credit for one. So if you want to make them 6-0,
you know they 6-0.
I definitely give them
6.5.
credit for the one that got called and then labeled as no contest because when they got called, they was winning.
Yeah,
I give them credit for that. I will give you that credit.
You know, they said it was no contest, so it, 6-0, 6.5, 7-0. You know what I'm saying? They undefeated. They still on top.
And they better be careful too, not to repeat what they did this past weekend because that really was an ugly game. I mean, it was ugly, and you don't want to get it caught in an ugly game with playoffs coming up.
And but I like the energy when them lights popped on.
I did.
I like that, and yeah. But number 3, Boats. They 6-1.
That's a team right now that they're off this week, so I hope they're taking this time to rest up, get some guys healthy, get them back in, and get ready for a playoff run.
Yep. Number 4, Silverbacks. They are 4-2.
Pat has a tough challenge up ahead of him to finish it out. So I'd like to see how they finish out going into the playoffs. Because if the playoffs is a different story, and I'm ready to see exactly what the Silverback team is made of.
Number 5, Bulldogs. They 4-3.
They better be careful. You playing around with fire and almost got burnt. That puppy was about to be Chinese food.
Yeah, 14-6 by the Knights.
Man.
That was a close game, man.
Yeah. Man.
I expect, I ain't taking nothing away from the Knights. The way they've been playing, not really putting points on the board and stuff like that. Every team got room to improve and get better. But if I was a collaborative of a team and I played this team, I expect to score a little higher than 14-6. You know what I'm saying? Win is a win. You know what I'm saying? But
it is.
I want to put my C team in now. Let's go.
But like I said, with the Dallas Bulldogs, they've been up and down all year.
They might be. I don't know. You never know. They might be hampered with injuries. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but they've been up and down all year. I just like to see them get back to how they used to be.
Yeah. Because I had
especially for you to be a championship.
Yeah, because when the season started, I had them at number 1.
Man,
based off what they been doing over the years, and they just
they've been hanging in there,
hanging by a spider web. Number 6, Extra. If I'm not mistaken, they 2-3.
Well, man, with the Extra, they just gotta get it together. You're on the verge of missing the playoffs. And you got to think about that. You're a team that got a talented backfield with a solid defense, and you're on the verge.
They didn't have a lot of fumbles this past game.
Man, I'm glad.
Like when they played that game against the Punishers, they had a lot of fumbles. But this game, they corrected it, and they didn't have a lot of fumbles. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good thing that they cleaned it up, but you still got to finish.
And of course, they did what they did when the team got at the 1 yard line. The team got at the 1 yard line and they stopped them. You know what I'm saying? Cadillac stepped up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, he's one of the best linebackers in his league.
If Semi-Pro Football News would give out more than 2 awards, I'm giving out the Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. And there's a lot of good guys that have played this year and did great. You know what I'm saying? And the decision on the offense, is some guys I already know in my head that's in the running. You know what I'm saying? But the defense, there's so many guys that have performed so good. it's gonna be hard to pick which one. You know, over here, it's well, let's stand out. You know, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say who, but if people want to get in that race and run it, they better start stepping up. If they, you know,
I would say my favorites, but you know, I say that for another day.
Say that for another day because I don't want to. We don't want to get nothing stirred up.
No,
you know,
I don't even know nobody. Why ain't your favorite? You ain't pick me.
Why? Yeah, you be getting telephone
I
calls.
already get enough calls.
You be getting, hey, look. You block and you get emails.
Man,
nah, playing. But number 7, Gladiators, 2-4.
Oh man, the Gladiators are, you know, they're a lot better than that record. I'm sorry, they're a lot better than that record. Let me say that.
Yeah,
you know, they are a lot better than that record, and they could easily be. That record could be the other way around, easily.
they got a good defense, man. I've seen a whole change in that team from the first day. The very first day, you know, they was playing the Boats. It was the Boats, the very first game. And man, they was over there arguing with each other. Of course, let's recap. That's one of them things, one of the incidents. The team fought with each other after the game.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they praying after the game. You see the whole team just to change, man.
Man,
The whole team changed. Sammy changed. The whole team has to change, man. And them guys had a good defense, man. And the offense was pretty good too. Did a good job, man. But you know, they gonna be up in a fight. We get into matchups in a minute. We're gonna talk about that. Number 8 Reapers, 1-5.
man, that's another team that, you know, they easily could be a lot better, and they are a lot better than their record.
Man, I'll tell you something.
Alex Cantrell, man.
That receiver, that number 9, is he 19 or 13? That dude got hands with glitter. He catches everything. I'm talking on ground, over people, end zone leaning. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing, you know, the magazine I'm gonna do. That first team that I'm gonna put together, I'm gonna have a first team All-American team, and I'm gonna have a second team offense All-American team, first team defense, second team defense. You know what I'm saying? And I just see him in that first team offense as one of those receivers, man. Because I every time I see him, I'm just amazed at the catches he catch every game.
I like that Alex Cantrell.
Yeah.
I told you he got a Johnny Manziel thing to him. I'm talking Texas A&M Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Not that Cleveland Brown shit. But Alex Cantrell is to be honest with you, he might be one of the better quarterbacks in this league. I would have to.
He got to be the second best because I think right now number 1 is Tyrone.
Oh no, I'm not taking nothing from him. You know, nothing from him. But I think he might be one of the better. You know, as far as the quarterbacks that I've seen, he might be one of the better quarterbacks.
Who your top 3?
What's his name from the Dragons?
Tyrone.
I like him. To be honest, Moorhead Jordan from the Bolts is another one. And then I probably would have to go Alex. I definitely believe he's a top 3.
Yeah.
He's in my top 3.
He can scramble and throw. If he can get that ball to number 13 more, man, look, man, that guy be the first guy I look for when I'm getting ready to throw that ball. When we offense, he be the first one I look for.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be looking at nobody else unless I know he's covered. Because I didn't see him make catches over guys, over the back of them. You know what I'm saying? So he's a good guy. Number 9 Rams, they 1-5.
They're young.
Young team.
They're young, so they have a lot to work on. But you know, like I said, it's about how you finish. You know, they finish strong. Get ready to hit the off season and come back next year. You're hard.
Number 10 Knights, 0-6.
That's another team you got to finish strong. I mean, you almost got your first win against a very good, decent.
They defense played good to have them had just a Bulldogs score 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
They did.
They defense had to step up this game and bring the wood. So, but yeah, that's the top 10 right there. Drag's been holding it down. I mean, when they took over the number 1 spot, I remember when I said, I wonder how many weeks are they going to hold it down. They didn't held it for the rest of the whole season.
You know, I said that. I said, I don't see them losing in no time soon.
The whole season, man. You know what I'm saying? And but the top 3, top 4, you know what I'm saying? Top 5. And let's get into these matchups.
Okay.
Of course, you know, big game for the Extra and the Gladiators. Number 6, number 7.
This has playoffs.
Home, Extra home, at home. This is for a playoff spot. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong.
It is for the number 3
Is
seed.
it for the playoffs?
I think the winner of this secures the number 3 seed for the playoffs.
So let me ask you something, or anybody something. What about next week if one of them lose? The team, what if the team that clinched the playoff spot and they lose next week, and that team that lost that week wins?
I think at that point, it doesn't, from my understanding, it didn't matter.
It don't matter.
Now that this game here locks that spot up.
Locks the spot. Big game, Extra Gladiators, game of the week, right there.
Man.
Birth of the playoff
I
spot.
have to go with it. Both teams got something coming with it. The Gladiators' defense has been stepping up. The Extra, they defense.
Sammy can't do it all by himself.
No, he can't. But
Can't do it all by himself. You gotta step
I like
up.
his chances, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I like his chances.
Yeah.
But in this game, especially with the Extra having the multiple backs,
That's what I'm saying.
I could see Sammy having a big game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think,
And that little speedy quarterback.
yeah, that's going to be a lot for him.
Yeah,
That's a
got to
big tag.
chase him down.
And I'm not saying that they
hit
can't
the
win.
ro-
I'm
you know,
not saying
running
that they
backs.
can't, but I will say this. With him having to constantly hit a lot of them backs,
That's what I'm saying.
the other guys around him,
Gonna have to step up.
are going to have to step up and make a lot of plays
Mm-hmm.
because Sammy can't do it all. Sammy tried to do it all against the Punishers.
Yeah, he did.
I can see him
He
trying
had
to
a
do
good
it
game.
all against this one, but I don't think it'll be enough. I won't be shocked if they win, but I'm going to have to go Extra. Then it's going to be 20-18.
2018. It's gonna be down. You think it'll be
I
down?
think it's gonna
be
come down to
to
that.
the wire. It's gonna come down to the wire. Last touchdown at the last minute.
I think it's really going to come down to who got the ball last.
Mm.
Because not taking nothing but the Gladiators, I like that 13, that little quarterback. He's like a bowling ball, a linebacker at quarterback. I watched him. And Punisher play, they couldn't hit him one-on-one. You got to come 3-4 guys.
Yeah. I seen that. So, but I expect this to be a great game, and whoever comes out of town, I just think it can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever have that good game, they said it. But I just want to say this: don't mess this game up. Let the fans who come to the game and let
Leave it on
everything
the
that
field.
surrounds that
Leave
game,
it all on
let
the
it go
field.
from first to fourth quarter all the way to the end, and whoever gets on top, good sportsmanship, let's go home. But because this is a very important game, whoever
Please.
get to play, and it brings excitement. It
It's
brings
going to make you
excitement.
play even harder.
Yeah.
Because it's
What?
win or go home.
Win and go home. So play all the fourth quarter. We need whoever's the leadership on the defense and leadership on the offense. Make sure every guy is accountable. Challenge them to play this game. Do not start no fighting. Do not do anything.
Leave the
Just
referees alone.
Let them do their calls. And just play the game. Play the game because this is going to be a good game to watch
It
and
is.
knowing who's going to win at the end. That's why it's game of the week right there. Game of the week. Extra and the Gladiators, man. I just think it can go either way. And it's gonna be a down to the wire last
It is.
minute thing.
And that's why, but if I just had to pick, I'm going to have to go with the Extra. And that's just because the experience of all this season, from the overtime game with the Reapers, to the dog fights that they have been in.
They've been
Scratching and clawing.
They've been extra bit. They have. They've been.
So I honestly feel like all of that, you remember I said, it's going to help you down the line at some point. I think this is the game where all of that's going to help them.
I think when they played the Punishers and they would have finished that game, they had a chance to win. They had a chance because that incident took place they had the whole third quarter to finish and the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but
They was holding the Punishers every time down on the 1 yard line every time. They couldn't score it every time. So I would have took a chance and just, just this game here is very important. I'm excited about it.
I
want to see this game finish. And I want to know who will clinch the berth, the playoff spot. You know, the playoff spot. Number 9 Rams versus number 10 Knights. Rams at home.
I think the Knights. You know what I
think the
said
Knights gonna be their first
earlier?
win?
I said earlier I didn't think that they was, but I think they might be able to pull this one off and get.
I think they will. I think they can.
I want them to.
If they play like they played against Bulldogs, they can pull it off.
I want them to, and
Because the Rams,
hey, Nice, don't y'all let me down, please. I'm picking y'all this week, and I'm gonna pick them. We're gonna go. I say 12-6.
12-6.
It's gonna be a close game.
It's gonna be a close game. 6-3. No, well, I don't know how they feel.
No, I don't even think they kick field goal.
Yeah, so it might be 6-0.
Yeah,
Because
but you know that's the score the last
scored.
time they played each other. It was 6-0.
It was? Oh,
the
so
Rams won.
So this gonna be a rematch to see who gonna get see if Knights gonna get their first win.
Or can the Rams get their second?
Can they get their second? Can they finish this season out with a couple of more wins? Can the Knights get their first win? Hey, we gonna see.
I think the Knights
got an
will.
opportunity and chance too.
But I you know, and I go back on what I said earlier. I think they can be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. On this one, I ain't never really made no predictions, but I think the Knights gonna pull out this win.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna pull out this win because I want the way they played against the Bulldogs, 14-6. I think if they keep that momentum going, they could get 6 points and beat the Rams and shut them out.
I think so.
Just with 6-0. You know.
I think so.
Number 4 Silverbacks versus number 5 Bulldogs.
Man, that's a
Hey,
game.
look, the battle of the county line. It's the Texas County line again. Because Texas County right there, the Dallas Bulldogs on look down, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
This is a game here that I think, no matter how it play out, I think the Silverbacks had a number 2 seed locked up either way it go.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I think the Pat is gonna let up lightly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I see them winning. I'm gonna go Pat, and I'm gonna say he gets to 28-12.
20-12. 20-12. That sounds like a reasonable score that it actually will be something like that.
Mm-hmm.
28-12. Silverbacks, you know, they've been playing. They started the season off with, you know, of course, they played against the Punishers. Rock had, 7 interceptions. They bounced back after that, and they lost to Punishers, the number 2 team, and the Dragons, the number 1 team.
So see, they haven't. Other than that, they haven't. You know, they beat everybody else.
They beat everybody else, but you know, I don't think they play. They in a different conference, so they don't play them both.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, but I would love to see that matchup, Bolts and Silverbacks. That'd be a good matchup. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, with playoffs coming, anything can happen. We
might
can see.
Hey, we finna get into that. But we finna get into a game where your boy Alex Cantrell, you think he can pull something off?
Who you got?
Number 2 Punishers at home versus number 8 Reapers.
To be honest with you, if the Punishers come out and play like they played last week, I give Alex a chance. But if they come out and play like the Punishers, the team that I've seen, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be, like I say, it might be close to begin with, and then just that 5 or 6 minute span, we're gonna see the difference in the depth chart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go Punishers in this one. I'm gonna say Punishers 28, Reapers 10. I ain't even gonna give them 10. I'm sorry, 12. I'm gonna give them 28-12 too.
Yeah, the Reapers. I want to see all the Reapers receivers show up. You know, and I think it's number 32. And they got another addition too, with some receivers. Them guys show up. If everybody just show up, man, and you know, they get Punishers get a good game, man. But the way the season's going and them just getting closer and closer, it's a little here and a little there. You know, Punishers, you know, they come out first half, then come out the second half. That's when they get to cranking. But that wasn't the case against the Gladiators. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Reapers they got a good squad. They got a good firing squad. Quarterback, scramble, pass, sit in the pocket, can scramble out, get some yards, receivers, catches, the O-line, they can block. You know, if they keep that keep that
team together, they're going to be all right.
And they play together every year, they can learn each other and learn how to play with each other and be on a championship team. You know, so they'll be up there. And I expect them to do better next year. I expect them to do better.
Me
next
too.
Year. You know what I'm saying? If they keep the same team.
And it's about what you keep and what you bring in.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a couple pieces away. And like I say, I haven't been able to pinpoint what pieces they need. I know it has something to do with defense. So
Yeah,
whether they might need a linebacker and a DB or some just linebackers. You just if I'm them going into the offseason, my focus is, all right, if we got everybody coming back, I know the offensive line and stuff is intact. Build that defense. Let's build this defense up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's the matchups, man. The Extra and the Gladiators is the game to watch and keep an eye on to see who is
who goes home and who goes dancing.
Who goes home, man. And so your season is when this game over, your season's completely just over.
Pretty much.
I guess especially if you got to buy next week. Your season's over with. You got to buy, you lose. Your season's over with. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's talk about these playoffs real fast before we go.
All right.
Of course, we know who in the playoffs: Dragons, Punishers,
Bolts,
Silverbacks. But we'll win Extra Gladiators.
I think the Bulldogs are in. They're in too,
no,
regardless win or lose. They the number 3 seed.
So on one side, what's the one side?
On one side, we know for sure the Dragons, Silverbacks, and Bulldogs are in.
Dragons.
On the other side, we know the Punishers, Bolts are in. We're trying to find out who our third team is going to be.
Gonna be the Extra the Gladiators. So there you go. Right there. It's winding down. We almost there. I wonder where they gonna have the championship at.
I think on Memorial.
Okay. I wonder who's is the league responsible for that, or the teams pick it?
I don't know how that goes. I think the league voted on it earlier in the year, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was at first the highest seed host, and then they just agreed to do it at One Memorial.
I think that'd be good. And I'll make it a night game.
I would too.
Because that's just, and find out how the weather gonna be and just go from there, man. I think that'd be great. Get somebody to cover it, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna be there getting highlights, but get some.
Never know. I'll be there. You never know where I'm gonna be, in the stands, in the booth.
But yeah. But it's in my Pro Football Table Talk. It's Dre Brooks.
Brandon McKeever.
Hey, we just got done talking about some football. Hey, the Extra and the Gladiators game.
You better be there.
It's on and popping. It's gonna be at
McClellan High School,
off of Guy Springs Road, here in Little Rock. And be there at the game, man. The game starts at 5:30.
I believe this is a game you don't want to miss.
Yeah, this game. If you like football, fun atmosphere, environment, and just like football. And this game is really important for both teams because hey, somebody's going home packing. Hey, everybody just bring their suitcases. Man. Somebody going home packing. We don't know which one. Keep everybody on their edge.
They say on inside the NBA, somebody going fishing.
Yeah. So keep it clean. Keep it.
No guys get hurt. That's all I'm asking for too.
But somebody's going home packing. So.
And before we go, I want to wish. I was just talking about him earlier. Moorhead Jordan. I heard he was in a accident on the way to the game this past weekend. So we want to wish you well, man. Hope you know.
You heard anything? They haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything else. I just know he wasn't able to play due to that wreck. So I'm hoping he's all right. Because if I'm not mistaken, somebody said the car flipped.
Oh wow.
Maybe flipped. So
Oh wow. Trying to get to the game.
Yeah. So I wish him well.
Wow. Yeah, we keep you in our prayers, man. But there you go, man. Hey, it's on and popping this Saturday. On and popping.
Man.
If any teams in your location, find out. They got Facebook pages.
Go check them out.
Go to the go to their Facebook page. Find out where they address where they playing it, because all of them have flyers. Every time you see they got They, telling you where the games will be at. And, they love for you to come out. And some of the games are, I ain't seen a game that's over $10 to get in. It's $5. It's $5. Kids getting free. Sometimes the game's free.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I think the highest I've seen this year might have been $7.
Yeah, and so
that's not even bad.
And which they trying to build. They got to make some money to build. You got to have money to build a vision. Yeah, to build a vision. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So build a team or whatever. It takes money. So you're gonna have to pay $5 or something to get in. But the team, they trying to build and have vision and get more stuff for their players and stuff for the team and and more things at the games for the fans
and the referees.
Yeah,
that stuff is not cheap.
Open up, have the cassette stand open up for you, and stuff like that, and so but they had a lot of snacks at the Punishers game though.
They did.
Yeah, a lot of snacks at the Punishers game.
I had a lot of fun doing that game too.
Yeah, I came in, I said, oh, that sound like Brandon. I said, hey, Brandon, rumbling and stumbling.
Man.
You should get a shirt saying that, rumbling and stumbling.
He rumbling,
he stood like a bowling ball. He said like he was a bowler. Yeah, he rumbling and stumbling. But he rumbled and stumbled for another 10 yards.
What I say, one, he was shaking and baking.
Shaking and baking.
Man, it was fun. I appreciate them for having me.
You was up in that, over there on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was the only one over there?
No, it was me and a group of guys there, which I enjoyed meeting them guys too. They were some cool people. Also, I can't think of who did the live stream for them. I got a chance to meet them, and they some real funny guys. Mm-hmm. They some real funny guys.
Hey, let me ask you something though. Did any of y'all run into the War Memorial Stadium Ghost up there?
No.
Y'all didn't run into the War Memorial Stadium Ghost?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. Just making sure because they said it's a War Memorial Stadium Ghost that roams the area.
It could be, but I know
around Halloween time.
No, I wasn't there now, but it was fun. Yeah, it was fun being able to be up there and just looking at it from up there is it's amazing. It's beautiful.
If I would have took some pictures. I would have been like.
Man, I was taking in the moment, man. I didn't even think about the pictures.
Yeah, I bet that was fun, man. I was gonna be down on the field, man, but I changed my mind because I could get a better angle in the stands than running across the field and stuff like that, and have to get clearance and stuff like that. But I was so tired I just came from the Bolts game. Running down, going up down the sideline, and so. But I can get a better angle in the stands and be more comfortable, doing it. I got some good highlights, man.
But the whole shebang was fun, man. When I got there,
the lights popped on.
I had security come pick me up and drive me to the
wow! I was just taking pictures, man.
It was fun, man.
Hold on, y'all.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. As soon as I came there, he was waiting on me. Hey, I'm looking for Brandon. And. Got in the car and he drove me to the elevator. We got on there. They got me set up. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun. One thing I said, it's not too many people that get the actual chance to say that they actually got to call a game in War Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
Might
be trying to show you your calling, man.
Man, and I thought about that. I said that might be something I definitely need to look into.
I started looking. Hey, what I started doing? I started looking at some Paul Eels old stuff, like him calling the games and stuff, and how to bring more excitement when you do it instead of just being a regular commentator. Like number 12, he's at the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
You put more excitement into it. Rubbing and Stone, he's shaking and baking. He's moving and grooving. Look at that. Look at Godzilla move. Feet get 15 yards again. He's make it exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Met by a host.
Yeah.
One of them. I know one of them, man. That was my real emotions. I think number 12, Raheem delivered it. He hit somebody, and I just was like, oh, that was my real emotion. Like that wasn't scripted. None of that. That's really how I felt. I was like, oh, with the hit.
You got to do it you got to think on your feet because you got to do it, think quick on your feet every play. You know what I'm saying? And so
a lot of people don't really know, man. That thing is harder than it looks.
Yeah, because you can't be up there and be like, I think number. Let me see here. We got it right here.
The crazy part is, man, is having that roster and see. I didn't have the paper. they had gave me a roster on my phone. So
wow.
you know, I had to slide over to go to see, hey, like when the Gladiators had the ball, then slide back over when the Punishers, you know. So trying to do that, like, hey, number 5, so you'll find his name and then say who made the tackle.
Oh man,
man, you know that thing is harder than you think.
Teams, start having your rosters, man. Like make a roster out for, you know, the people that's doing your games, that they all have an announcer, you know, because doing that right there, man, it been irritating.
It wasn't irritating.
Not like I ain't saying like it turned in a bad way, but like
it was like, you know, for announcers, like
you had to think quick on your feet, man.
You know, because it's like, okay, so this is what they have to do. Because even if with the paper, you know, I still got to find that number
and the name,
get the name, and then go find something on the other team to say who stopped them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who did this, and at the same time make it entertaining. So. Yeah. You know, I have a newfound respect for the real announcers, as I say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hey, but that's it, though. Semipro football table talk, man. There we go. Rumbling and stumbling, shaking and baking. Let's go and let's stay focused.
We'll see y'all next week.
Oh yes, I do. I feel the beautiful until that day will fly away. I just know that smiling face in the early sun. If I can have